Buenos días, chicos. Empezamos con el segundo día de homeschooling. Cogemos cuadernos verdes. Venga, que podemos, ¿vale? Vamos a repasar el tema de los landforms. Ya os digo que estoy haciendo intentos de grabar esto y hoy no me está saliendo del todo bien y además no puedo salir porque si le doy la vuelta al iPad, un desastre. Pero no importa, vamos a ello. Venga. Landforms. Lo primero, let's remember that landforms is made up by two words. You remember that? So if we remember that, two words, let's see if I can do this here. Two words, okay? That means that it is a compound word. You remember that too? Compound word. Because it's made up by land plus form, okay? Now, I want you to think of any other word made up by two words, okay? Remember that in class we came up with lots of words. Like, for example, I'm going to give you time to think. Write on your notebook as many compound words as you can think of. I'm going to make my own list. Let's see if I can think of some. Well, I can only think of 3 of them, but it's enough, okay? So, for example, cupcakes, snowballs, snowmen, right? Okay, now let's start. What is a landform? Let's remember that landforms are natural formations, okay, of land, right? Here we have a different definition that says that landforms are natural landscapes and formation of rock and dirt. Dirt is similar to land or soil, okay? And those landforms, of course, are found on Earth, both on the land part, remember, and on the water part, okay? Let's move on. The first one that we're gonna see is the canyon, okay? Remember that the canyon is this that we have here, right? And it's made by a river that is being wasting and wasting and wasting and eroding and eroding and eroding, okay, the land, and it's going deep down. You remember that, right? So suddenly the river is down and you remember that the sides are very steep. You remember that steep is that we could not go with a skate on the sides, okay? If it's a mountain, it goes kind of like zzz, but if it's a canyon, it goes like psh, okay? Okay, so this is a canyon. A canyon is a deep valley with very steep. Steep means like this, not soft like this, okay? Sides formed by running water, right? Okay, let's move on. In a desert is a very hot, dry place with little or no rainfall. Remember that in the deserts, sometimes at night it's very cold, and that there are also deserts that are cold deserts, okay? I can't wait for your works to see what did you discover about deserts. Let's move on. Hills. Those are like little mountains, but they do not have peaks, high peaks, okay? They have like soft, rounded, like these, soft, rounded tops, okay? So they are small elevations in the earth surface that are lower than mountains. Let's move on. Islands. Those are pieces of lands that are completely surrounded by water. How about a lake, which is exactly the opposite as the island, okay? What do we have here? We have a little piece of water surrounded completely by land, okay? We have studied oceans. Oceans are big bodies of water, and remember that they are salty, okay? Plains, flat area of land on earth surface, okay? Remember also that in the plains we usually grow things and we cultivate and we have some cattle like cows and things like this. Mountains, remember that we have highlands, okay? They are highlands, okay? They are steep elevations that are much taller than hills, and they usually have a peak. You remember, this is the difference. In the hills we have rounded peaks. They don't have peaks actually. And in the mountains we do have peaks, okay? Valleys, lowland. Remember, mountains are highlands and valleys are lowlands. This is the lowland, okay? And they are between mountains, and usually there are rivers in the middle. That's where we go now. We go to the river. Remember that rivers are long, not that long, flowing bodies of water, and we should include the word fresh water. You remember? Not salty, fresh. Okay, we could drink this water, not like the seawater. Volcano. It's similar to a mountain, but it has a crater on the top. And when it erupts, it releases, okay, ash, gas, and magma. This magma becomes lava when it's out. So we say it's magma inside and lava outside, okay? Remember that when we studied this in class, we label everything. That is, that we put the names of everything in our volcano. All right? Peninsula. You remember how we did this in class? We said water, 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 land. This is because in the peninsula we have water everywhere, but one of the sides here is attached to land. That is not completely surrounded by water. Okay? We have one piece attached to land. Okay? To land. So we can also say that we have one side, two sides, and the other side, three sides surrounded by water and one attached to land. Okay, you remember? When we say attached, we mean they are like this. Okay? This is what we do in class, right? Okay, so with this, we have reviewed our landscapes. Once we have finished, remember that we can review the clothes and get ready for your cases, right? Okay, I hope this was useful. Espero que os haya resultado útil. Espero que con las definiciones podáis, aunque no sean exactamente iguales que las que hemos copiado, repasar lo que hemos visto en clase. Ánimo, chicos.